Hello, we are Morgan, Kyle, and Maelin Janus. For the next 5 minutes, we will be illustrating how all people throughout history are responsible for creating illusions of justice.
The Fugitive Slave Law was part of the Compromise of 1850 and stated that even slaves who had escaped to the free states of the North were sent back to their owners in the South. When Harriet Beecher Stowe heard about this injustice, she wrote a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin that captured what it was like to be a slave in the South. It became extremely controversial all over the world and horrified Northerners. This book led to such a divide between North and South that it ended in the Civil War.
The Plessy versus Ferguson case permitted separate but equal facilities. Although white and black properties were said to be equal, in reality, the difference between them was evident. It was the white people who had the ability to decide what equal was, so because they still believed black people were inferior, they gave themselves higher quality conditions.
In 1954, when the Brown v. Board of Education case overturned Plessy v. Ferguson, the case ruled segregation illegal. Despite this fact, years later in Little Rock, Arkansas, the integration laws had still not been implemented. In 1957, President Eisenhower demanded that Central High, an all-white high school, be integrated. As a result, 9 African American students moved from the comfort of their colored school into a war zone that threatened them daily. Their families and lives were put at risk in an effort to integrate Central High. They even had to be escorted by the National Guard as means of protecting them from the mobs that greeted them at the school.
In 2012, an unarmed 17-year-old African-American boy named Trayvon Martin was killed by George Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a neighborhood watchman, suspected Martin was acting suspiciously due to his race. He called the police and was told not to pursue Trayvon. He disregarded the police's demands and took the law into his own hands. He followed Martin and ended his life. Zimmerman was put on trial, facing a jury of no African Americans. Despite the fact that the evidence proving him guilty outweighed that proving him innocent, Zimmerman was not punished.
From 1850 to present day, we have made monumental progress, but justice is still not being served. Our society still makes immediate assumptions of people's character based on their race, exemplified by the deaths of Michael Brown, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, and Tamir Rice, and many other African people. Today, there are countless wrongs done to people of a certain race purely because of the color of their skin. On paper, it looks as though we have achieved complete equality for all, but socially, we still have lots to strive for.